Welcome to week 21 of the Street Parking Vault. And this week we are tackling XIEZHI. Your program A workout is 3 rounds for time of a 200-meter run followed by 20 kipping pull-ups, 200-meter run followed by 30 push-ups, 200-meter run followed by 40 walking lunges. Your score for this workout will be your total time, and a good goal to shoot for is to try to finish somewhere in between 18 to 24 minutes. Welcome to week 21 of the Street Parking Vault, and this week we are tackling XIEZHI. Your shift version of today's workout is 4 rounds for time of 30 seconds of continuous movement followed by 10 inverted rows, 30 seconds of continuous movement followed by 14 push-ups, 30 seconds of continuous movement, 18 unweighted alternating lunges. The score for this workout will be your total time, and a good goal to shoot for is to try to finish somewhere in between 14 to 20 minutes. Welcome to Vault 21. This week we're tackling, I'm gonna refer to our linguistic coach here.
XIEZHI.
Yeah, that. Okay, cool. We're gonna tackle the air runner version of today's workout because we're filming for you guys. And also another quick note, it does say, for the lunges, it does say walking lunges, but for viewer purposes, so that way we don't just keep running in and out of the camera and all this and that, we're gonna be staying stationary for today's alternating lunges. All right, let's get into this. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I promise I'm not sick. I don't know, maybe I'm a little, I don't know what's going on with me again.
Allergies.
Anyway.
Allergies
Or something. So we want to start off by saying good morning to everyone, depending on what time zone that you are in. Where are you guys checking in from? Julie's in the house really quick. Now, before we get into it, we will not be doing the week breakdown. We're actually just going to go ahead and get over. Morning, Ryan. We're going to do this vault commentary, and then we'll go ahead and touch up a little bit on the different versions of Murph, but then we're going to tune out because we have our group coming over here at around 10 a.m. to knock out Murph with our buddies over here. So, yeah, and just get back to our families and barbecuing and stuff like that. So, yeah, buenos dias, Jody. Jody Barrera. Buenos dias. Yeah, and so that's it. Just to give you guys a heads up, we'll keep it a little bit more condensed today. All right. But yes, this workout is what was the note on this, DH? Because this is very Murph similar.
It's very similar. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think a post went up on members talking about this, didn't it?
Yes. So if you are going to do vault, you can actually I'm sorry. So if you do vault, we would not recommend that you also do Murph. I mean, it's, you do you, but because this workout is very similar with the running, the body weight movements, pull up, push up, and then instead of the squats, you have lunges in this vault workout. You don't have to try and do vault, do Murph if you're doing this vault. Now, on the other end, if you're doing Murph, you can actually log Murph on its own. But if you really wanted to do the vault this week because you want to go 25 for 25 with your consistency with the vault, you can log Murph as your vault if you want to do it that way. So don't worry, we got you covered.
Nice. So to summarize that, don't need to do 2 unless you are a hero out there in the world. You can do one or the other, and it all still counts for the vault.
Yep.
Awesome.
Easy.
There we go. So DH, give us a little bit of context here. How was it when you approached this workout?
This was like the first week of the endurance focus, so I was like, oh man, tackling more running, which is good. It's good for me. And on the air runner, it's a little more challenging, but I knew with the body weight movements, that's where I could push myself harder. And with the running, I was just trying to stay moving. The pull-ups, I probably should have broke them up earlier, but I just went for it, whatever. And
on
then
the
push-ups on the pull-ups, yeah. It was good. I haven't done kipping pull-ups in a while, so it was like an opportunity for me to kind of test out my endurance with it and see how they felt. They felt good.
That's so good. I know that's something you've been working on as of late, right? That endurance.
I've been loving it. Man, the confidence of just 3 weeks of doing the endurance workouts is, man, it's super, super great. I love it.
There we go. Yeah, I got to be honest. When you are getting after this workout, I would see you go unbroken on the pull-ups. It's like, what is going on here? DH is moving, and then I think it was like round 3 where you just hit a wall.
I hit a wall, dude. My
You hit a
running.
huge wall.
That tip clip that Emma Cup is so funny because the running is just like, dude, I might as well have just been walking.
Totally. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, you were staying consistent though. You were moving well. I thought it was super cool. I would say that because I think we're getting into the lunges portion now.
Yes.
So each round's going to take you guys somewhere in the, what's it going to take? Probably like 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the individual.
Mm-hmm.
And know that you can really set yourself up for failure if you do a bigger set than you can handle on the kipping pull-ups.
Yeah, I would say at the start of the round, even in round 2, like hanging on for the 20 for me really spiked my heart rate, and then going into that first run, it was like still peaking, and then the push-ups just kind of like accumulated that like high heart rate. So yeah, bring it down so that you can get through those runs like at a pretty brisk pace, like still move with some urgency, I think is the way to go for sure.
Yeah. Now, extra challenge to this, I saw that Julie gonna knock out the full. You're gonna get the full 200 on the treadmill today instead of the timed version.
Nice.
My running is getting faster. That's super cool.
There you go.
I love seeing that.
There you go, Julie.
And let it keep us plugged in, okay, Julie? I love it. You're crushing it.
Killing
By
it.
the way, your space, even more of a reason why you're a freaking beast.
Absolutely.
It's like very tight space, and you're just getting it done.
So cool.
I love that. So, extra challenge version of this is to throw on a weight vest. Right? So some of you guys out there that are like, all right, what can I do here to make it a little more challenge? Just throw on a weight vest. Okay?
There you go.
And at this point, that's where I would say like, it's so similar to Murph, and it was intentional that way. I think I was talking to Miranda about it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, it was done for a reason, and that way people, if they just want to do this or they can knock out Murph, it'll all be very, very similar. So.
Exactly.
So DH, you're gonna you're gonna tackle Murph?
Yeah, Ali and I will do it here.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna do team version.
Oh, you guys a team version today? Okay.
Yep. What are you thinking for it?
I think because we have like some of the guys coming, like Gabe and Brian and stuff.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna be wanting to do I know them. They're like extra challenge. So we'll be definitely putting on weight vests. We'll definitely be doing the question I'm gonna ask them is like, do you guys want to go partition, or you guys want to go?
That's the big one.
Through,
that's the big question.
That's a big question.
Yeah.
Now, I will base that off of, have you guys done all the way through yet? And if they haven't, then I will definitely be fitness bullying them into that. Now, we will be doing the trail mile run though.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're going to going out and about into the wilderness for a trail run Murph. So we're definitely going to be in it for about an hour.
Definitely, because you have the elements, you have the hill or like the incline, and it's gonna be fun though.
Let me know what you think about this. As we're getting older, right? You're a couple years older than me. Mm-hmm. I find kipping pull-ups to be so annoying.
What do you mean?
I don't like them. Like, I'd rather do strict pull-ups.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the how much it requires on your shoulders.
Yes. Yeah, there's definitely that part of it. When I start the kipping, I'm like, as I'm going through it, I'm like, okay, what are my shoulders saying? All right, I'm good. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good as I'm going through it. But with the strict pull-up, you can control it.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Or even kipping, or even like just a traditional kip, not a butterfly.
Yes. I agree. Yeah. I think the risk to reward as I get older is like, I don't know if it's
You're not down for it. Not down for it.
Yeah.
And then you throw in butterfly pull-ups, forget about it.
I know. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. Chest to bar.
Oh, chest to bar. Oh my gosh. It's been a minute since I've done chest to bar. Strict chest to bar. Love those.
Julie, wait until you hit 50. I will not be doing kipping pull-ups at 50.
Dude, Julie, I hope I'm as fit as you at 50. You are just killing it.
Oh my goodness. DH, that pace. Look at staying consistent, bro. Oh man,
Dude, what is going on back there?
I don't know.
Is
I don't
this
know.
split screen? Did you slow down, like slow-mo split screen?
No,
Like what's
definitely
going on?
not. Emma was not heckling you on this one. She's like, I just gotta let it ride.
Oh shoot.
Wow. Well, yeah, this is one of another thing too. I always tend to really be very conscious of my push-ups. Making sure my chest is touching the floor. I can tell
Sure.
when I go for speed. I can really it seems more of my sternum as a chest.
Ah.
And I got to really work on that a little bit more, and especially the lockout too. Sometimes, especially
Yep.
instead of like flushing out, where it gets really exposed is when I take a pause, because it's like, oh, it's very clear that I'm fully extending here. It's so quick. You see what I'm saying? It's so quick.
Yes.
Yeah. Dang.
And
All
when
right,
you
so
do
we're on
your
round
push-ups,
2, huh? This is round 2 here.
this is 2. Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, you guys gonna tackle Murph today? I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit afterwards. But did you knock out the Friday endurance or the Saturday?
I did the Saturday workout with the wall walk, box jump over wall walk. I had to change it a little bit because the box was being used, but yeah, the wall walk with the dumbbell snatches, that was fun.
Yeah, there we go.
How was it? So you did the endurance one in LA, right?
We were in LA. We got back yesterday morning.
Nice.
Yeah, we got back yesterday morning. We went out and knocked out, the fitness over there at Dustin's gym, which is super nice. But yeah, it was great. It was great to work out with my, past regional teammate.
Yep. Very cool.
Good vibes.
Very cool. How has his kind of thoughts around fitness changed at all since your competition days? Do you guys
I mean,
align
he's still super fit, obviously, but now he's a dad of 2. They have a 7-month-old now.
Wow.
And so they're in that season. He's recognizing like the toll it takes, and then on top of that, he's in the gym managing. He's the gym manager, and then also he has a lot of clients that he trains one-on-one. So it's just so demanding on time at the gym. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
But he's getting it though. He's recognizing how the kiddos are becoming such a priority for him. And he's like, man, I want to spend more time with them.
Yeah.
So it's aligning. He's getting it. He understands.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you feel, even like for yourself, Julian, like fitness, it's more of like part of your day and not like the main thing of your day? Like it's
definitely part of my day, even though it's got to be a main thing. It's a main thing. Like I got to get my fitness in today.
Yes. Right.
But it's only part of it. And
yeah.
When I say part of it, it's definitely one of those where I'm not going to allow myself to spend more than a certain amount of time in there. I just want to get it done and then move on.
Yeah.
Because I see some people, even when we're at that gym, at his gym, they're in there for an hour and a half. Because we're in there as soon as we get warmed up. My warm-up's like 5, 6, 7 minutes. Just do a couple of the movements, and then I just get right into it and get going, and just stay more on the lighter side of things.
Sure.
Yeah, and maybe that's just where we're in. I don't know, as the boys are getting a little bit older.
Yeah.
And becoming even more independent, and they don't require so much neediness of like, Mama, Papa, where are you guys? Maybe I won't feel like I'm on the clock so much, But yeah, maybe this season's just kind of training me to still not feel like I need to do so much.
Yeah.
If anything, what I miss more than anything, I'm looking forward to getting it back, is my regular intensity in my fitness.
Yep.
And not like every day like it was before. More, okay, I know if I wanted to 2 or 3 times a week, I can knock out some intensity.
Yeah.
And then just get back into, movement.
Yep.
Like enduring like this, like workouts like this.
Yeah. I would agree.
Where are you at with your fitness?
I've been lifting a lot, and the endurance, man, it's like sparked something in me to like really appreciate the art and like just the feeling of being in tune with moving your body through space, like specifically with running, and to feel those paces again. And it really made me think about like when we used to train at Foothill College on the track, like with Murr and the NorCal team, and just like there was a lot to be learned from those track sessions,
That's a
and
lot.
being able to experience this with the community is really cool again. And that's kind of the beauty with all these like different focuses that we're doing, is maybe you haven't thought about this specific aspect of your fitness for a while for whatever reason, because we all have our personal biases with fitness, but like try different things, because you're going to learn different things, new things. And it's just been really eye-opening, and just like I feel like a white belt again, just like learning how to run again and to move quickly. It's been
Yeah, that's
fun.
so good. And that's what I like about, especially just a single modality like the running.
Yes.
Because when you go into other movements, now let's say you're really efficient in one and you can kind of really focus on your breathing.
Mm-hmm.
But on the next one, you're focusing on like your form. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shoot. So there's constant thinking that's involved towards the movement, whereas opposed to if you're on one thing, you can focus on your breathing, you can focus on your I feel like you can zone in a lot more.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, there's definitely more to focus on.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. If you're really looking at the coach's notes and the intent of each of these endurance focused workouts, like you're going in with kind of like a mission. Like, okay, this is what I have to do to get the most out of this workout. So
Totally.
yeah.
Well, I think we're wrapping up here. I think I'm in like the 16-minute range possibly. Oh man. Now, when's the last time you threw on a weight vest?
Oh, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, huh?
It's been a minute. Yeah.
What do we got here? I've been doing the 5K program and placing the endurance workouts, and I'm already seeing improvements. That's so awesome, Julie. Julie, do you have any goals to sign up for a 5K anytime soon?
I think she signed up for like a 10K.
A 10K?
I think so. I'm not sure if she committed, but I remember seeing something that she posted. I was like, dude, let's go.
I think if one time, how about anybody else who's watching on here? Or do you guys have any goals for the summer participating in like these events like the 5Ks and stuff like that? I signed up for a 10K in September. That is so cool. Woo! Julie, now that you're kind of getting into the flow of things, what is a personal goal that you're going to be shooting for when you go for the 10K? And I'm dropping that right now so we can hold you accountable to like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Okay, so Trisha, I have 2 more workouts to finish up. Endurance version 2. That is awesome. Huge.
Wow.
Endurance version 2. Now, Trisha, weeks. Are you knocking out? Are you the type of person that goes one endurance workout a week, or are you doing multiple endurance workouts a week? What? Yeah, where are you at with all of this? I think that I would be down for a 10K once I achieve my personal goal of hitting a sub 21 5K.
Yeah. Wow.
And again, I think that if this place was the track was accurate, this previous one, that I definitely would have been able to get super close to it. Because based on the Garmin, I was at that 21:38.
What? Wow.
Yeah, based on the Garmin, I was at 21:38 for my actual 5K because that course was 3.27.
Oh, okay. A little more.
Yeah. So, yeah, which bums me out because, there's that last 100-meter boost that one goes into, and I wasn't able to accurately do that. All right, so what do we got? We got a couple engagement comments going on here. I've been doing multiple 2 weeks this past year because I have been training to do a 15K. Wow. There we go. Okay, awesome. Cool.
That sounds
all right.
Fun.
And then Julie, last night I did a really hard. Wait, where are we at right now? I can't really see because of this volume thing. I decided that my goal is to run the entire 10K. Once I'm closer, I may set a time goal. I love it, Julie. I look forward to seeing that. Trista, I just did a really hard half marathon and would love to do one more half this summer or early fall. Wow. Now, for those of you guys who are in that distance, some of you guys are knocking out half marathons. How many of you guys are? Because then the next goal, there's no in between, right? There's like half marathon or boom, full marathon. Now, I'm the type of person that I'm like, nah, I'm going 5K to 10K. I'm not going to go a half marathon. I'd rather do like a sprint 5K. Or no, like a sprint half or a sprint try.
Oh, that's cool.
Or a duathlon. That's when for me, I'm like, I'm gonna start incorporating mixed modalities. Because I know that for some of those like 12, half marathons, I have to start to really train into it.
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
I can just jump into it right now if I wanted to. I just know my body's gonna be super wrecked and angry. But I don't know. That's just kind of like how I approach things. But all right, we got a couple of these. John signed up for a 25K in August in Cheyenne Mountain here in Colorado Springs. Endurance cycle lined up perfectly for me. That is beast mode.
That's gonna be beautiful.
Wait. Would a 25K then be like a half marathon?
25K, 15 miles? No.
No. It's a 5K is 3.1.
15, 25.
Almost 16 miles. There we go. So, John, thank you, John. Appreciate that. Our math ain't mathing right now. All right, so 16 miles. Here's the thing. I did not miss the fact that you said on Cheyenne Mountain. So it's not a flat course then, huh? Are you going to be like trekking that thing, John? All right, Tristan said a biathlon would be fun. Totally. I agree.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to Vault 22.
What's happening?
I'm always doing the random things, bro.
That playlist.
I gotta also call myself out for wearing the same shirt again another week later. It just has become my favorite street parking shirt. Anyway, all right. So really quick, guys, have loved chatting with you. So we're gonna kind of keep this a little bit shorter. I'm gonna jump into the Murph versions today. If you guys have any questions on Murph, but I feel like this group of people listening are more of the consistent individuals. And you guys already know how to approach Murph if you are going to do it, or if you're going to do the vault, right? We did a post that did the different versions on how to customize it depending on the ability that you're in. I'm on the belief that yes, there is an official Murph, right, which is the straight through version, but I'm also I'm under the belief of like, hey, just honoring the fallen hero Murph and the fallen heroes out there is participating in the holiday itself, right? So there's like the people that are very like, you got to do Murph official. It's like, because I remember being in that mentality. I remember being in that mentality when I was in my early 20s towards the people. I always kind of try to push them to do the full Murph, do full Murph, do full Murph. That's the only way, when I was in heavy competition season. And now as like I've progressed and I've been out of the culture a little bit, it's like, no, I'm just going to do things that I feel like to honor and participate. And for me, that is fulfilling, Now, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments really quick because I'm just curious. But anyway, we did, with that in mind, we definitely dropped the different levels of customizing Murph. Emma, do you want to pull up? I don't know if I've given you enough notice. Level 1. There we go. Thank you. Level 1 Murph, 400-meter run. Then 3 rounds of 10 kipping pull-up or inverted row for some of you guys who still pull-ups as a challenge. 20 push-ups, drop to your knees or customize to a bench. 30 air squats after 3 rounds of 400-meter run, which I think is really cool. As long as you understand that whatever version you end up choosing is going to push you into that, we want you to go, we're going to endure here. So 20, 30, 40 minutes. So make that mental note. I'm in it. Okay. It doesn't need to be quick. So this is a very appropriate level 1. Only customization that I would say, even for this, if someone doesn't have kipping pull-ups, inverted row. And I don't know if it's definitely in the caption, but yeah, you can squat to a target, do inverted row. For the push-ups, do it on the bench or drop to your knees, and then keep on moving on that. Okay. All right. Next one, please. Level 2. Go ahead, DH.
Yeah, we have an 800-meter run, and then 50 kipping pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 150 air squats, 800-meter run. So think of this as like a half Murph. So you're taking like half the amount of volume and just going through it. And what we would recommend is that if you're somebody that's consistently been working out 4 to 5 times a week for about 4 to 6 months, then as a prerequisite to doing this half version, that's what we would suggest. If you're in that camp, then this is probably the one that's going to best be most appropriate for you.
There we go. Nice. And I like how, same thing, I would say the same customizations apply. I would say, All right, level 3. All right, 1 mile run, 100 kipping pull up, 200 push up, 300 air squat, 1 mile run. So essentially, you're just doing it without the vest.
Yes.
Level 3 is doing Murph without the vest. Okay.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think this is a good way to segue into it because throwing on an extra 20 pounds is going to really up it up. Now, when you're starting to get to this level of fitness here, you have to keep it. When's the last time you've done this amount of volume, right?
Mhm.
Keep that in mind because 100 kipping pull-ups, depending on how you approach it, could
Yeah.
set somebody up for potential rhabdo, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because if you haven't done this in a long time, like I already know that me doing 100 kipping pull-ups today with the weight vest I'm going to be so sore. So I'm
Mhm.
actually, because of that, I'm probably going to break up kipping pull-ups into sets of like 5
Mm.
today
Mm.
and see what that does. But it's going to be challenging, and I'm just going to accept like you're going to be very sore. It's not really going to be, yeah, I'm going to be sore from the air squats, but we constantly knock out squatting in our programming, and especially some kind of pushing. And the pulling, it's not we don't pull, but the 100 pull-ups though, that really tips because we typically see like 60 to 75 reps when it comes to pull-ups and workouts, unless you see an extra challenge. So if you're
Mhm.
getting to this level of fitness, just be ready for the level of soreness. And there's no shame in breaking up often. Okay. So
Yes.
just a heads up. All right. Moving on to level 4, official Murph here. Go
Mhm.
ahead, DH.
Yeah. We got level 4. This is the official Murph version. So 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, mile run. If you have a weight vest, you're going to throw it on.
Nice. And yeah, you have 2 options here. Official Murph is definitely just going straight through,
Mhm.
or there are individuals that definitely partition the 20 rounds, like it says right
Mhm.
there, and some other, and that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. I would, if you are to this level of fitness at this point, I would say, when's the last time you've done it straight through, or when's the last time you've partitioned it?
Yeah.
Keep it in a way, or like for example, today I've done Murph numerous times at this point. Okay,
Mhm.
partition straight through. I did it at the CrossFit Games in 2015. And today what I'm looking forward to kind of make this workout. Challenging for me
Mm.
is because I'm not going to focus on performance today. I'm going to
Mhm.
really focus on enduring. So I'm not trying to PR, not trying to do any of that stuff. Our mile runs, we have a 1 mile in our property, a trail loop, which goes to like up and down and hills and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to tackling the miles on the trail, with the weight vest and seeing what that's probably going to push me over an hour if I'm being completely honest. Mhm. So anyway,
Solid.
that is a couple ways to approach these workouts here. And then there's a team version. So, Emma, you want to hit us with that one? Boom. Go ahead, DH, because you're going to be doing this today.
Yeah. So team version, you're doing the mile runs together in the beginning and end, and then in the middle, you're going to share 20 rounds. And you could do this as you go, I go. So I would do around 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, and then my partner is going to do 5, 10, 15. We go back and forth until we both complete 10 or a total as a team of 20 rounds, and then again finishing that second mile, the finishing mile together.
Awesome. Great.
Beautiful.
There we go. Awesome. So yeah, those are all the versions. Look, I did it. Keep us posted if you guys do film yourself and you guys are on social media, whether it be on the public social medias or you're on Facebook, which is more geared towards our community. We look forward to supporting you and giving you some encouragement. Let us know what version you did. I did a post on the Facebook page so people can chime in what version they did, what
Nice.
level, and what their times was a PR, what their goal was and stuff. So yeah, keep us plugged in. And then John, I did see that happen Memorial Day as well. And thank you as well for being here chatting with us today. And honestly, now that I know that you signed up for 25K in August, my brother, you know what, Emma or DH, can you make a mental note? Can we get John one of the street parking um, hats when they drop? Let's make a note and drop that in
Yeah.
Asana for John Verzal. Okay, John, are you a hat wearer? Because we'd love to send you an endurance hat, one of those like running hats. Okay,
Awesome.
just keep us plugged in, my brother. All right, but we will make a mental note of that.
Cool.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll check in with you later this week. I'm pretty sure there will be a Word on the Street episode this Friday. But we'll keep you guys plugged in. All right. Take care.
See you guys.